Hi, Scorpio and Scorpio rising. Here's your horoscope for June 2024. I'm astrologer Joseph Anthony. All right, we have some movement this month, and a lot of it has to do with this 8th house, because as you can see here, the Sun and Venus are in this 8th house, along with Jupiter that just entered Gemini at the end of May, and it's going to stay in this 8th house for the next year. So with Jupiter in this 8th house, there's a good chance that financial gain or anything to do with investments, other people's money, anything to do with shared resources is going to be highlighted in the year ahead. And so you might feel more lucky. Maybe you're making more money. Maybe your investments are going well. So there's a lot of that. And with Jupiter here, it makes you more magnetic than you already are. Scorpios are very alluring. Their energy is very much conducive to attracting others very easily. So as we begin the month, that energy is very strong in this 8th house. And within the first week or so, first 10 days, the energy gets even stronger because of the new moon and because Mercury is going to enter that house as well. So your mind is really thinking about financial matters. The deepest part of your psyche is being highlighted here. Your mental capacities can be on overload at this time, but also at the same time, the premonitions and psychic ability can also be very strong. So pay close attention to that. We also have an interaction with Pluto, your ruler, this month in the 4th house. So I'll get to that in a second, but there's some dynamics involving the home, feeling, and foundation that take place. So this reading's for anyone who has a general sun sign in Scorpio or has a rising sign in Scorpio. This is a general sun sign, Western astrology, tropical reading. Okay, it's very general because I don't have everybody's birthday, and everyone's birth chart and birth placement and birth date are completely different. So it has to be very general. So as we get started, as you can see here, you're focused on work and your responsibilities. So everything at the beginning of this month is about work, and taking care of business. So on the 2nd here, Jupiter makes a wonderful alignment to Pluto right there. 1 degree of Pluto in your 4th house, 1 degree of Gemini right there. So this suggests something to do with real estate matters, foundation, feelings. It has to do with the home. Maybe you're thinking about remodeling. Maybe you're thinking about taking out a loan. Maybe you're looking for financing on your home. Maybe you have somebody that's moving in. It could have something to do with that as well. But it's activating here. If it doesn't have anything to do with that, it could have to do with feelings, feeling good, feeling excited, feeling nervous. It has to do with emotions. This is what the 4th house represents, and Jupiter just amplifies it. So we're talking about Gemini, so the mind is going to be extremely active most of this month, especially the first half. Okay, so keep that in mind. Here, speaking of communication and mental activity, Mercury enters Gemini on the 3rd. There it is right there. So now we have 4 planets in the 8th house. So this is like the mind really going into hyperdrive. And so Mercury in Gemini loves to talk, loves to think, but in this case, it loves to overthink because of all this other energy in this 8th house. So a lot of thinking about finance, a lot of thinking about your own psyche and well-being. Maybe you're counseling other people, maybe you're doing a lot of talking about investments or crypto or something like that. Again, it really depends on your actual birth chart, but this is what I'm seeing here with that Mercury in Gemini. Communication. The new moon on the 6th even enhances this house even more. It'll be at 16 degrees of Scorpio. It'll be joined by Venus. It's going to be an alignment, once again, having to do with everything I just mentioned. But this could be a new opportunity because new moons represent new opportunities. So for the next 2 weeks after this new moon, there could be some new opportunities that come your way for financial investment, for a new job, for a raise. Anything to do with that. If you're dealing with, like, let's say insurance or taxes or other people's money, like loans and stuff like that, or credit card debt, this all falls under this umbrella as well. This is the house of sexuality. So maybe you and your partner are talking a lot about sexuality and there's a lot of communication that's taking place between you and another person. But here it looks like you're talking to a lot of people because there's so much energy in this 8th house. So if you're a public speaker, maybe you're doing more public speaking. If you're a surgeon, maybe you're doing a lot more surgeries and you're seeing a lot more patients. You see how it works? And so this new moon is going to activate all of that energy there. Now, Mars enters Taurus on the 9th, right here, into your 7th house of relationships and other people. So Mars in Taurus is, again, indicating to me that you have a lot of people around you, or you will have a lot of people around you this month. And Mars is going to continue to make its way through the 7th house for about 6 weeks. And so this is all about other people and helping them helping you. There might be a little friction also. On the 11th, Mars will square Pluto. So you need to pay attention because Mars is in the 7th house of other people and it's squaring Pluto in the 4th. So you may find some serious tension here or frustration, or maybe you're overwhelmed with work and people are getting on your nerves. I mean, that is a possibility here. So I can't discount that, it might be something like that. But whatever it is, it's emotions, it's the home life, it's other people. It could be a loved one, could be a business partner, anything of that nature could be rubbing you the wrong way. So keep an eye on that. Now, on the 17th, Venus and Mercury both enter Cancer and your 9th house. So this is definitely a shift in energy. And so you're going away from all the thinking energy to more of now the sensitive feeling energy in the 9th house. So you might find yourself at this time maybe needing to take a trip or escape the current situation you find yourself in, regroup, think about the meaning of life, having more fun, a little more sense of adventure. Maybe you're spending more time by the water because Cancer is, the crab and it spends its time by the water. You're a water sign. So there could be a lot of feelings or emotions. But this could usually be about a partnership or a relationship, and it could be a lot of feelings with these two alignments in the 9th house. Maybe you're taking a trip with a loved one, to a beach somewhere. So this is a part of that equation. But learning, education, teaching could also fall under this umbrella because it is the 9th house. So each one of these houses represents different areas of life. So this is how it's activating here. If you're in real estate, this could be a good opportunity to invest or, make new things happen in the real estate market for yourself. Okay, so the sun continues to move and it enters Cancer as well on the 20th into the 21st, marking the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere. So the sun now in the 9th house definitely helps out a lot. So you're feeling more optimistic. You're feeling better. You're feeling a little bit more excited. You've got stuff that you're working on. There's definitely more momentum here. In the 9th house is more momentum. 8th house is more thinking, laying low, trying to figure things out. But in the 9th house, it's all about action and movement. So here you find yourself moving forward or needing to take action on something. And so I would highly suggest it because it does look favorable. And so because it's in Cancer and you're a Scorpio, so this is a favorable alignment. So for the next 30 days, I would say focus on your home, your feelings, your foundation, and having some more fun along the way. And the full moon in Capricorn a day later is going to be opposing that sun. So here it is right here in the 3rd house of communication. So again, it emphasizes self-expression, serious business, needing to, take care of contracts and agreements. This is all on the table here. This could also have to do with father figure because it's Capricorn represents the father figure. It could pertain to anything involving that area. But the 3rd house can be agreements, contracts, ideas, a self-expression of some kind. And maybe you're giving a speech in front of people, or maybe you're gathering a lot more people for guidance, and you're leading a group of something. So it has a lot to do with that. But generally, a moon in Capricorn has to do with purpose. It has to do with responsibility and taking care of business. That's what this Capricorn moon is all about. So you'll find yourself doing that. And Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn will go retrograde on the 29th. So here it is in your 5th house, getting ready to go backwards. Here it is in stationary position. So in the 5th house, it has to do with projects from the past, situations from the past with your children, people from the past, such as loved ones, ex-wives, ex-husbands, whatever. It could involve any of that as well. So anytime a retrograde, it's going within or going backward. And so this is what this is signifying here in this 5th house. So maybe you've got some unfinished business you need to take care of. Maybe you're needing to talk to your children about, their college education and what school they were considering doing or going to. And so it can involve a whole bunch of that stuff. So it's not really anything to be too overly concerned about because it's such a slow-moving planet. It'll be about 4 months in this fifth house. So you'll have plenty of time to figure things out. Anyway, there you have it. Stay tuned for an important message that I'd like to share with you, an offer that I have. And have a great month, and I'll talk to you real soon. Hi, thank you so much for watching my monthly astrology. I really appreciate your support over the years. Have you ever considered learning astrology? Well, you're in luck because I've created a full online astrology course in my private community. It's a full 6-module course that takes you from the beginning of astrology, what it all means, the mythologies, the houses, all the way to the more advanced techniques such as progressions, solar returns, how to read transits, how to make predictions. It's all there in this course here. And I even dive into some of the mysterious stuff, what some of the symbolism is all about. So I think you might want to check it out if you're interested. Along with the course, we have a very tight-knit community here where everyone helps each other out. And so if someone knows a lot about astrology, they help other people with astrology. So it's a community that really gets involved and, really wants to learn and help each other out. But as you can see here, I have a whole lot more on this private community. I also have the Inner Circle live calls each week. Now, this is something that I do twice a month on YouTube, but here I do them on a weekly basis. And I talk about various topics. You get to ask me questions, we interact, and we learn a whole lot more than just astrology. So this could be anything from astrology to what's going on in the world, predictions, politics, whatever it is. We talk about it in the Inner Circle calls. Of course, I do have videos here that I do not have on YouTube, so you get those too. And then I've got a private resource vault, which has videos that I suggest watching, books suggested reading, meditations, and more. So if you're interested in learning astrology or want to be part of a great community that's really growing fast, head on over to the link down below and click on the link and join today. All right? Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now.